Okay, so today we're going to put together, this is a question that I get asked nonstop. Hey, have you done a video showing how to put a recoil tube together? I also get one on how to install it on the gun. That'll have to be a video for another time. But this is simply how do you put together a 70130, any of them, that's hollow in the center, with the parts that are needed to make this an assembly. It's called an assembly by Benelli when it's sold with the parts already installed. It's simply a tube when it's sold with the parts not even included or off to the side. We're going to do the hardest part first, and that is taking a 70130, and this particular 70130 is a Freedom Fighter Tactical Original. It's a 70130 6-position recoil tube. The numbers are displayed there on the side of the recoil tube for easy identification of where you would set this gun, the stock on this gun, the 6 different slots. So the first part that is a beast, and it's going to require every effort I have, is the 70071. It's a little wire ring, and this thing is a Royal. It's actually a lot harder to remove it than it is to install it. I don't even know that I can install it, but we're going to do our best here to get this into the gun right now. So the first thing I'm going to do is kind of take it at an angle and try to get it positioned. And I'm going to go with a flathead screwdriver, and I'm going to try to push it in a little bit, one finger holding it in place, and take the flathead screwdriver and nudge it right in there. So using the screwdriver, I was able to get it, and it's not all the way in. As you can see, it's not fully seated, but it's given up. It took me about 1.5 minutes. I know we're going to edit it here, but with my bare finger, you just heard the audible snap. It snapped right in place. The 70071 is now installed on the gun, and what it's going to do is it's going to prevent the plunger from passing through the other side. So it holds it in place. That's where it stops. That's the only thing that 70071 does is present a place for the plunger to stop as it passes through the tube. So what we're going to do next is we're going to install the rest of the components, and it actually starts with the plunger. We're going to put the plunger in. This is the receiver end. The receiver end is the end with the threaded end. That's where you're going to screw it into the receiver. And so you're going to take the plunger and you're going to put it in the opposite end, which is the butt stock end, and you're going to have it faced the link that sticks out of the back of your bolt fits into this piece and is push back and forth. So the plunger goes in first. We're going to add some tension. The spring goes in next, which is always fun. And we're going to get the screw that holds the spring in place ready to go next. The screw is threaded. And once you get it on, and here it goes. There we go. That's the trick that I use. We're going to add that to the video. I have a screwdriver that fits on this perfectly. This is part number 70075. It's a little eyelet. We can do that. And we can take it and spread it out. Might help if you have a vise. And get it down in there. And just like that, it's in place. And now you have your tube assembly. You can test it by taking your flathead. I wouldn't take the flathead, maybe a pin punch, and test it. It's moving back and forth the way it should. It's got the proper tension. That end isn't going anywhere. We've got the screw in there. We've got the 7005 in there. And that is a recoil tube assembly right there. Finished. This is a 6-position recoil tube assembly now. And I will probably put it on the website. I don't sell it in this configuration, although I might. But it'll come at a significant premium because I have to... They're not fun to put together, but it'll be made for the guys who don't care about the money and they care more about their time and they just want someone else to do it. And there it is. So 6-position 70130 recoil tube assembly. It went from just a tube that we've been selling on the website for some time now this year in 2024 to an assembly ready to go on your shotgun.